Okay, so like this full moon, we're just going to start with a big collective breath and just take your arms, reach it straight out and up. You can even ballerina your hands over your head if this speaks ballerina. And then as you exhale, just, like you're smoothing out your whole aura, release your hands down. And let's just do that 2 more times. So I'm actually creating this big circle around myself and feeling that is, the luminous, the radiance of this full moon. And once you get here, just allow the hands to descend down as if you're drawing this energy all the way down. Just keep going to wherever you feel that's the place. And maybe you can smooth out around you and bring your hands together in front of your heart space, bowing your chin, settling into your own breath. Good. And just before we move on, bringing in a smile, and just go slow as you bring that in. Just feel everything that happens as you start to lift the corners of your mouth and let the eyes drop down a little more. Good. Just grab her and bring her here, and she'll own with us, and then we'll put her outside. Okay. Great. All right, and then we'll take a full breath in, side out, and we'll breathe in for our first Om. Bowing your chin, place your hands on your thighs and lift your chin, open your eyes. Okay, guys. All right, let's start on your backs, and we're going to start in a version of legs up the wall. And so you're going to be away from the wall. I'll bring the bolster to support the head, but you could also just use a blanket. And then bring your strap, and if you have your heating pad. And Heart actually went and got it for me today. It's so sweet. So, and we'll take your strap. So you're going to set up, I'm just going to show you if you're not sure, and you'll decide your own distance, but so that your whole back is on the floor and the feet, you wiggle around and find that place where your feet can hit. Oh, I did get a big exercise ball. Right. I wanted to talk about that, but I'll do that at the end of class. Okay. So then you settle in, you kind of find that place, and I have the soles of the feet at the wall. You don't have to keep them there. Just kind of find your placement. And just so you feel the entire back is resting, your hips are resting. If you need to bend your legs, that will release the back a little bit. So just be here, find this. Take your time with your props. And then once you're settled, and you've had your placement, the legs can stay at the wall, or they can come, you can place your feet on the floor. Hopefully you have enough space. And then we'll just let the arms come out as if you're in Shavasana. And just take a few moments in this quiet, even cultivating gratitude for this body and this grounding energy, this time on your mat. And even a good place to feel into patience. This very first pose of our practice, and whatever will unfold, will unfold. Good. Okay, and take one more breath in. Breathe out. And then just turn your head now all the way to the right, just to face the right. And you can widen your arms out if you like, or take them up. They can go, you know, on top of your bolster, wherever you like. Just keep everything soft. And if your feet are on the floor, you might widen the feet, bring the knees together. And if your feet are at the wall, you could do the same. You know, just kind of turn your heels out, the knees come in. Even if the legs are straight-ish, you know, just feel that this is a place you can just deeply release into. And then I feel for myself, you know, I turn the head to the right, the chin is kind of tucking in. So I'm just going to move the head back a little bit, just to find a little more space. Good. Okay, and then just soften your eyes, the back of your heart, and even feeling into the heaviness in the back hips, the sacrum, the low back. Notice tension in the jaw. You can even wiggle your jaw back and forth a few times. And maybe there you can actually feel some tension in the neck as it's turned this way that you can also release into for the next 2 or 3 breaths. Good. And then carefully bringing your head back to center. And if you want to bring your arms back down by your sides for a few moments, then close your eyes. Just feel what this is. What's shifted just with that little thing we just did. What's shifted? Just bringing your awareness deep, deep inside. And then turning your head now all the way to the left. And, you know, whatever you do with your legs is fine. Just dropping in again. Again, I'm going to just bring the head back a little bit. And the arms might start to move into a different place. And wherever you place yourself, just remembering this is about not getting anywhere. It's just about really being here and feeling any place that you might be gripping, even without being aware you're doing it. And then releasing your arms back down if you've changed it, bringing the head to center, and just be here as you are. Good. Okay. And then we'll separate the knees apart. Wherever I have my feet at the wall, your feet can be on the floor. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest. So I might walk the left foot a little bit into center and then interlace your fingers, hug it in. You have your strap if you need it. And then you can just feel, oh, is it better for me if I have the foot on the floor, or is it interesting with the foot at the wall? So be playful, be curious, take a few moments, and you rock the right knee in and out. And then once you choose, oh, I like this better, then just drop in, let the shoulders drop towards the floor. Tailbone, notice if it's lifted or if it's dropping, whatever it's doing for you is fine. Just notice. Soften your jaw, your eyes. And then before we leave this, bring your awareness to the right hip crease, that front of the hip crease. And let that just really be heavy as you can for the next few breaths. And one more breath in. And as you exhale, drop the shoulders, drop that right hip crease, just all internal actions. Good. And then we'll release the hands. We're going to extend the leg up. I'll take the hands behind the thigh, and the leg might not go perfectly straight. That's fine. Just be here again. Wherever you put your left foot is fine with me. And then we'll just start to bend this right knee, point your right foot, and lift it back up to the sky. Flex the foot, bring it down. Maybe you match your breath to this movement. Watch the grace and elegance of your foot. Good. And find your little dance here. Notice if you're smiling or not. You bring that smile in. You instantly relax some places. Good. And maybe we just add a little bit of inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let's do 2 more. Good. And then we'll just straighten the leg and be in the straight leg. I'm going to keep the hands behind the thighs. Bring some flexion into your foot if that's okay. Press the thigh away. Smile. You can soften into that right inner hip crease. Good. Okay, soften what you need to. So bend the knee, relax your shoulders, and we'll let the hands slide up behind the leg. I'm going to lift the head and chest up and really pull this leg towards my face. And then the left foot, if you take it to the wall and you push into the wall, the right leg is going to come in a little bit more. And you might walk your hands up wherever they go. They might grab the right heel or nowhere near it. Your head can also rest on your bolster. And then release. And we're going to let that right knee come back into the chest. And then set the right foot either to the floor or to the wall for a moment or two. Okay, bring your arms down. So wherever you have your feet is totally fine with me. Take one more breath. Good. Okay, now we're going to rest still, but I'm going to put the right foot on the floor, the left foot at the wall. So you find that for yourself. Left foot at the wall, right foot on the floor. Maybe the right leg is going to extend and you'll be on the heel. No, sorry, I said right, but it's the left leg. Ah, okay. And then just be here for a moment. Soften. Okay. One big breath in. Breathe out. Okay, left leg stays on the wall, either bent or straight. Bring the right knee back in. So we haven't switched legs. And we're going to cross right ankle over left knee. So my leg happens to be straight. If yours is bent, is all fine. Okay, so even if it's straight, I'm going to bend it now. And we're just going to find that place. I'm not looking for anything like really a lot of work. I want to feel the whole back on the floor. And then I'm just in this shape. The arms can rest. And then take your left foot that's at the wall and heel toe it over to the left a little bit until you start to feel something. Okay. And now I'm just going to turn that right palm to face up. This might be enough. Or we start to take that right arm up and over. Might rest on the bolster. I can even take the right hand behind the head if this works. Okay, now stay in this. Let the left, sorry, this is the right knee. Let the right knee just drop a little bit to the right. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then maybe your head will turn a little bit to the left. And now wherever you are, it's about melting. So it's not a lot of things have happened. It's just a little bit of shifting. Maybe the head shifts a little bit to the left. The left foot is shifted over to the left. The right knee is shifting to the right. I've turned the left palm up so the arm is relaxed. Okay, melt your heart space. Take 2 more breaths, melting your belly down. And then find your way back into that first place where we had the left leg at the wall, right foot on the floor. Okay, take your arms to a comfortable place and then extend the left leg now up the wall. So the heel's at the wall, foot is flexed. Good. Okay, I'm going to take the right leg, put the right foot at the wall. So it's just sitting at the wall. You're going to cross the right foot over the left leg, and it's just going to dangle. It's just going to dangle over your left leg. So you might be knee over knee here. Okay, so you find this, so maybe you feel you're a little bit shifted. Now the left foot is going to find the wall. So I'm just going to put the sole of the left foot on the wall. Heel toe the left foot a little bit over to the right. Let the right leg is still kind of relaxed, and you're just let everything happen. So fall into this. In this shift, so now because I've shifted, and hopefully maybe this is happening for you too, you're on the outer edge of your left foot. Maybe you're still on the sole of the left foot. It's all fine. Turn your head a little bit to the right. Take the left hand. I've got left and right correct. Turn your left palm up and take that left arm maybe up and over your head. Maybe it tucks behind your head. Maybe just the hand, maybe not at all. And now I'm going to turn the right palm up. And I'm just allowing everything to kind of fall in here. So I feel the knees are dropping towards the left just by the weight of the right leg on top. Okay, nice, easy breathing. Melt what you can. Okay, now feel, maybe this is long hold for you in this shape and you're reaching that point, maybe not. But if you are, then that's always that interesting place of like, how can I be here? Drop in more deeply. Good. Okay, we'll take 2 more breaths. Okay, and then slowly just start to find that place where you walk the left foot back, the head comes back. I'm going to take the hands up. Now I'm going to bring the legs away from the wall. So take the hands up, draw them away. Maybe the hands interlace on top of the right knee, on top of the left knee, behind the left thigh. And I'm just going to gently hug this in wherever it goes. You can add some flexion into your feet. You can rock this package in and out. Yes. Okay. If you're ready to go to the next part, we take the hands, you find the soles of the feet, and I gently draw the soles of the feet out to the sides and down. Flex the feet. Be here. You can even rock might rock this whole package. I'm going to say the knees can rock, the feet can rock. This can happen wherever you're holding it. It's just that hip walking thing. I'm a big fan of. We'll take 2 more breaths, however you are. Smile. Okay, I'm going to release the legs completely. The feet are going to come either to the floor or to the wall or up the wall. You're going to find that very first place. And so however you want to do it, remember we walked the feet apart and had the knees together. Maybe you find that. Good. Okay, and then just, be here. Maybe take a nice big breath in and let it go. Soften everywhere. Good. Okay, so we'll start that whole thing on the second side. And hopefully I remember all of it. Separate your knees apart. And whether your feet are on the floor or on the wall, bring the left knee into your chest. And opposite interlace your fingers. If you're at the bolster behind the head, sometimes it's very helpful just to let everything be supported. You can always take it out if you need to. And then once you're here, just start to rock this knee in and out, just feeling. And again, remember last time I said, maybe you like it better with the foot on the floor, maybe at the wall. So try both a few times and see what gives you more interesting or accessible place to be. And then choose. And we'll drop in. Just kind of hug the knee in. Be here. Drop your shoulders. Okay. Take one big breath in. Side out. Release your hands. We're going to extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers behind the thigh again. And just start to press the thigh into the hands. Maybe the leg goes straight. And as you exhale, bend the knee, lower the foot, point your foot. And then inhale, straighten the leg. And as you exhale, you flex and bend. Good. So just feel for yourself. You can add, if you keep that pressure of the thigh into the hands, it all becomes more dynamic, right? But you decide what you need. Good. Maybe you watch your foot do this little dance. Good. Just lifting and lowering, smiling, noticing, even in something like this, like you might be like, oh, okay, I've had enough of this. So then can you smile and do a few more? Or do you need to stop? Okay, next time the leg straightens, then I'm going to start to take the hands up higher behind the thigh. So I can let the knee bend. Now I have the right foot at the wall. I'm going to push that foot into the wall and invite this leg in more snugly. The hands can travel up. You can lift your head if we did that last time, but you have the bolster there, so you might be good without lifting. Take one more breath. Good. Okay, and then we're going to release, and we'll just let the foot come all the way down to the floor. And the right foot, if you had it on the floor, now you take it to the wall. And it can be bent or straight. And we'll just let the arms drop down. And just take a few moments here. Close your eyes. Soften your jaw, your shoulders, your neck. Yes. Okay. And just feel how much, I don't know if you can remember when you first lay down and maybe how much more grounded you might feel right now at this moment. Good. Okay. So from here, friends, we're just going to bring this left knee back in and cross the ankle over the knee. And so if you have your right leg straight, it's all fine because we're going to bend it. So you just slowly start to bend it. And again, I said, maybe you feel something and maybe you don't. It's all fine. Just stay here. Now the right foot is at the wall. Just heel toe that right foot over to the right. Yes. And then we'll let the left knee just drop a little bit in towards the left. Okay, I'm going to take the left arm, palm turns up, comes up and over. Maybe it tucks behind the head with just the hand or the crook of the elbow. Good. And then we just maybe turn the head to the right a little bit. Okay, so now the right palm turns up so the arm is soft. Close your eyes. And melt what you can. I didn't draw your attention to the left hip crease this time, but you know where it is. In front of the left, or the hip flexor, the hip crease, whatever you want to call this, right at the front. Just soften in. It might even be the side of the waist. Could be the back of the heart, the shoulders. Everything's so deeply connected. And then bringing that smile in, softens the face, the breath. Okay, so take the next few moments, deeply dissolve. Good. Ooh, that wind is howling. Okay, and then gently, bring your body parts back to your center. You can release the left arm. Good. Okay, and then we're here. And we bring the knee back in. Bring the knee back in, and we're going to straighten the right leg. Good. Oh, okay. And then from here, last time I had you put the foot to the wall first. This time we'll just cross it right over. So you take this left knee right over the right thigh, right knee, and then bend your right leg if it's straightened. Okay, so now we're knee over knee. Take the right foot and now walk it over to the left. Just, you find your place. So the sole of the right foot might stay to the wall. It might end up being on the outer edge of the right foot. And allow the top leg to just drop, like it can be heavy. That's your weight. And then you're here. So I just naturally, in my own body, the left hip is lifting. I've got more weight over to the right side. So I'll start by turning both palms up. Turn the head a little bit to the left. And then the right arm can start to make its way up. Wherever it's going to go for you, find it. And then smile. Drop in. Receive this idea of dissolving. Being patient as things start to unfold and open. If it feels like it's too deep or not deep enough, don't feel you have to stay. You can always make little movements. Notice if you're taking any tension in the neck, the jaw, the eyes. And then gently, lovingly making your way out. And go slow, because sometimes even the release will show you something that maybe is still not quite happy. Okay, now find your center. So walk the foot over. Sorry, Bonnie. I got a ball here. Okay, bring the knees in. And the hands again interlace on top of the left shin or behind the right thigh on top of the right shin. You can also use your strap, and you can also not take them away from the wall. So once you're here, just find your place into your crunchy. I draw the thighs in towards the belly and soften the glutes. Eyes are closed. And then if you want to go to the next part, the hands find the soles of the feet or maybe even the ankles. And you just draw it in, flex the feet. Okay, what this next part does is just bring in a little bit more stretch through the outer hip area. So, I tell you that because if you're in the first part of the pose and you're feeling that stretch happen, then you don't need to go any further. Anyways, one of my teachers says, if you have a stiffer body, in a way, how lucky are you? You don't have to go that far to discover the release or the stretch or whatever it is we're trying to feel into here. Okay, last time I said too, if you want to shift or move your hips or, once you're in this shape, then find some playfulness, whatever that is. We'll take a few more breaths. So maybe this is the place for you where you need to smile and relax your breath, be here. Okay, and then we'll release, unfurl, feet find the wall, and then either straighten your legs or feet to the floor, whatever you need here. So I straighten my legs, heels are at the wall. I'm just going to receive this. You know, when we do a practice like this where your legs are elevated the whole time, even though it feels like I'm just lying on my back, you're offering your body, this. So many things come to mind when we do legs up the wall. It's healing, it's energizing, it's releasing, it's relaxing, it's good for the legs, it's good for the blood flow, all of these things. It's great for your feet. So there's so much happening. I just want to remind you what you're doing here. Okay, good. All right, we're going to take the bolster up from behind the head and just extend it straight out. You can let your hands, maybe your arms come over the head, hands can rest on the bolster, underneath the bolster. If you feel you want to snuggle closer to the wall, then, a lot shifts when we do some of those things. So adjust your position as you need to. And I have my legs straight, but to make it good for you, do what you need to do. Okay, so your arms are maybe extended, tuck your chin, spread your fingers, and flex your feet. And as I flex the feet, I'm just going to take a little heel walk up the wall, like slide one heel up the wall and then the other one, and it might even be like I'm going for a little walk. And then maybe the arms kind of join in this walking. So one arm extends as one leg extends. Notice if you're doing opposite arm and leg or same arm and leg. And then settle into the extension and then settle into the dropping in. So keep that flexion in your feet. Maybe you take a little peek at your feet and notice if the baby toe edges are lifting higher than the toes. And there's some, it's work to pull the baby toe edges down. Maybe it isn't for you. Every body is different. And I'm just going to imagine I can open up through the backs of my knees a little more. So what does that mean? Well, let's refine that. So here we go. Feel your heels at the wall. Your feet are flexed. I know you might be really working hard. But if you can now, really anchor the heels to the wall. And imagine you're going to pull down from the wall all the way through the backs of the legs, right into that hip insertion, right in the center of your glute. You might feel the back arch. And then see if you can go opposite. So from the hips, without changing the length in your legs, can you press up through the backs of your legs into your heels? Let's take one more breath with all that effort. And then as you exhale, let the legs soften. Bring your arms down by your sides. If you want to bring the bolster back under your head, you can do that. Turn your palms back up. And then decide if you want to just let the feet flop here or bend your knees or take the feet to the floor. That will be your rest. Okay. Good. All right. One big breath in. Breathe out. Yes, I'm going to take the arms back over the head. So I have my bolster still extended. I'm just going to bring the bolster now so it's more underneath the forearms. So if I'll just hold it up, that it's resting on the forearms. But of course, if that's not good, you make it your own. Then the legs are going to go up the wall, and now I'm going to point the feet. So I said before, maybe the whole sole of your foot from the toes to the heel are going to be at the wall, and maybe not. And whatever it is for you today, you're going to smile. You're going to extend your fingers, open your hands. Maybe you draw your back to the floor. And then you extend out through your legs to the feet. Another thing that might happen is you might experience a foot cramp. So that heart saying, So if you need to work it out, that's fine. If it's, foot cramps are foot cramps, they can be quite unpleasant. My teacher in Winnipeg says, if you can work through your foot cramp here, then do it. That's not an easy thing, but I gift that to you. So Otherwise, extend your fingers. Press through your legs, the thighs to the back. So push into the wall as if you want all parts of your legs to touch the wall. Smile, a few more breaths. Whatever your experience is here, embrace it with patience, with love, with compassionate kindness. One more breath in, and then release your feet. You might want to move your feet a few times. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms up. Whatever you need to do, I'm going to extend the legs and just let them flop open. If you need to put your feet on the floor, then do that. Good. Okay, big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Okay, let's find your strap. I think I have both straps. Okay, and then we're just going to take the strap over the sole of the right foot. I'm going to extend the left leg up, and I'm going to have the heel at the wall, keep the foot flexed. And then we'll extend the right leg up and just give it a little shoe shine. So you might bend it. I'm just bending my leg so you can see it. Just shoe shine your foot a few times. That's good medicine. Good. And then just bring it to center. Take your hands up the strap and start to straighten your leg. And as you straighten your leg, it might go closer to the wall. I'm going to bring the heel back to the wall so the hands slide down. And now I'm going to keep the left foot flexed, and I'm going to point the right foot. And as I point it, the strap comes down. And for me, it's just right at the heel, at the bottom of the arch. I'm just going to give it a tug. So I'm really using my hands to pull, but I'm still smiling, dropping the shoulders. Okay, remind the left foot to flex, right foot to point. One more breath with all this effort. And then just let the hands soften, but they're still holding the strap. You're just not pulling. Okay, right foot pointed, left foot really flexed. Smile. Good. One more. Did I say one more breath? I may have said that. I don't know. One more breath. Good. And now start to flex the right foot. Shoe shine that strap up to the balls of the foot. And keep the foot flexed. Let the left foot relax. So if it wants to bend or come down to the floor, that's fine. Okay, find the strap with the hand. So I'm just kind of sneaking my hands up a little bit higher. Pull the sole of the foot down without taking the heel away from the wall. Okay, if you need the bolster underneath your head, it's right there. Just put it in. So I'm pulling the toes down. My hands are working. Smile, breathe. And now start to let this leg come away from the wall without lifting your hips. Take it wherever it's going to go. You can let the hands go up higher. I'm going to try and keep the legs straight. Put both ends of the strap into your left hand. Take the right thumb or the right hand into this right hip crease and just massage it or open it. When I say open it, I press the hip towards the wall. Now I look at the right foot. What tends to happen for most of us is the toes are going to want to turn out. Turn your toes in and let the leg gently move over to the left, just maybe 1 inch. Smile and breathe. Soften your glutes. I'm going to extend the left leg. You do whatever you like. One more breath. And then we'll take the strap, both hands. One more breath. Oh my gosh, time goes so fast. Take both ends of the strap into the right hand, left arm out to the side. Put your left foot wherever you need so we can open this right leg out to the right. So the right elbow might want to come to the floor. You might wind your hand in the strap too, if that's helpful. You're going to let the leg open. Okay, now as this leg opens, I'm going to turn the heel towards the floor, and that's going to turn the inner thigh, the hip crease. Your left leg might walk, you can heel toe it out to the left more if it's bent. If it's straight, it can go out to the left more. If it's on the floor, it can walk out more. Good. And then breathe here. Keep reminding the right heel to turn towards the floor if that's okay for you. Good. One more breath. And then stay here. Just allow now the right heel to go where it wants. And we'll bring the leg up. Good. Okay, release the strap. We're going to rest for 3 breaths. Put the legs wherever you like, arms wherever you like. Breathe. Okay, and then 3rd breath. Okay, and we'll go 2nd side. Whew, I feel so much already. So nice. Okay, left foot into the strap. And we'll start with the shoe shine. Just wherever, I'm going to straighten my leg, but if yours needs to stay bent, just shine your foot. Good. Okay, and then let the strap settle into the foot. Reach up. And then you'll slowly start to straighten your leg and take the foot to the wall. So the strap has to be long enough. And once you get the heel to the wall, really flex your right foot. And now point your left foot. And so the strap will slide down. Okay, now I'm just going to pull the strap as hard as I can without letting the foot come away from the wall. It's almost like the foot, the leg are resisting. Drop the shoulders because they're going to want to sneak up. So it's really just my hands doing all this pulling. Really flex the right foot. Smile. Draw your belly down. Good. Okay, and then soften your feet. Shine that strap up until you find the balls of your feet. Okay, now you're going to point the right foot's going to point, and I'm going to draw the sole of the left foot towards my face. I actually think we let the opposite leg could relax. I don't know, now I pointed and I'm going to keep it pointed. This is more about pulling down the flexed left foot. Smiling, work with this. So if you can extend through the left leg like we did, you feel the heel at the wall, press the thigh back, pull the ball of the foot down, whatever you need to do. Good. And then relax your hands. You might even walk your hands, see if you can get a little higher on the strap. And we're going to take the left foot away from the wall. We're going to keep it really flexed. I'm going to go where it goes. Your right leg might be relaxed, right foot might be relaxed. Once you get that left leg, let the hands come up the strap more. Keep it really flexed. And then look at your foot and notice, are the toes turning out? Do your best. Take both ends of the strap into the right hand, and the left hand finds the left hip crease. So maybe the thumb sneaks in, and you just push that hip away. At the same time, I'm going to bring this left leg a little bit across to the right. Okay. Breathe here. Do whatever you need to do with your right leg, friend. You need to bend it. You want to wrap your hand in the strap, whatever you need. Smile. Breathe. Love it. What are you activating? Where's your patience in this pose? If this is excruciating, it's like, okay. Smile, and you get through it. Good. And we'll bring the leg back, switch hands. Okay, right arm comes out. Now, establish your legs as you take this left leg out to the side. Find your place. Maybe the left elbow comes down to support. Maybe you wind the hand in the strap. And then the foot at the wall or leg at the wall could bend and walk out to the right more. I feel like we did this last week too. Isn't that funny? And I say funny because it's unusual. Then look at your heel and see if you can take the left heel down a little bit. And that's going to roll the inner thigh down. Okay. Be where you need to be. Take the back to the floor a little more. Soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders, all that good stuff. Be here in your own place. Let go what you can. So feel hopefully a stretch in the inner thigh area. Okay, and then stay in the shape, but let your left heel go where it wants. Okay. All right, and then slowly make your way back up. And we'll release the strap. Set both feet at the wall in whatever works for you. And be here. We're going to take squat at the wall. So what that means is you might have to go a little closer to the wall, but you're going to bend the knees and we'll just take the feet out. So, you kind of see, oh, maybe I want to come closer. Maybe I want the bolster under my head too, which is totally fine if that's what you like. And so you just heel toe your feet out. I just took the bolster out for me, but that's fine. And then once you're here, your feet are turned out, your knees are out, you feel like you're in a good place. You could take your hands into the hip crease and just press the hips or the thighs, even using your hands to press the thighs to the wall. You might turn your hands so that we had the wrist, right? Let the hands, fingers point down. And then feel free to hip walk a little bit. Be playful. When was the last time you did this? Maybe last week. Whatever it is, you can even massage your inner thighs. It's the place we don't access very often, and it can get very, very tight here. Good. Right, massage your knees. Yes. Okay. And now I'm going to just let you, find that place where you can just drop in. And your hands might rest on your belly. You might go out to the side. And they might rest on the inner thighs. If they rest on the inner thighs, that is a little bit of extra weight into the hip crease. The hip crease have to support. So you might love that, and you might be not so happy with that. And as we are getting to the end of this class, goes so fast, then you decide where you want to put your hands. I'm sure you've decided by now. Good. Okay, melt what you can, the back of the heart, the face, the whole pelvic floor. Okay, if you'd like to take your arms over your head and use the bolster if you like, then we'll move there for the next few breaths, or stay as you are. Okay, we'll start to heel toe the feet together, and we'll just come into, hopefully you're in a place where it's almost like you're seated in a chair. The feet at the wall, knees over the hips. And just allow this to be, everything to sink as much as you can. Okay, we're just going to stretch the back. So I'm just going to I'm just going to move the bolster further away from me. And I'll bring the arms down by your sides. Spread the fingers. Anchor the upper arms. And then walk your feet up a little bit higher from the wall. We're going to push into the wall and lift the hips. You're in control how much you go, right? So if you start to push the wall into the wall with your feet, peel the hips up off the floor, you go slow. You decide. As I keep going, I actually lift my head to just find a new place. And you might walk your feet up higher. Go wherever you like here. If you can lift the hips high, you might take your hands and place them underneath your cheeks. And then you can even drop your cheeks or your hips into your hands for a little wrist. You see how it goes. I can rock my hips here. If you're in it, then it's a good idea not to turn your head. So if you need to look, then just roll over, take a little peek. So we're here. Wherever here is for you, maybe the arms are down. You can even take your hands and grab underneath your sticky mat. And see how that is. We'll take one more breath. And then lower yourself down. Once you come down, legs can go straight or bent. Palms can turn up. And Just take a moment. Okay, maybe that was a lot I threw at you. So if you did it, great. If you didn't, that's fine. We're going to do it again. So if you need to watch, then just take a moment. Okay, soften everything. Okay, I'm going to start this way. With the hands, I'm going to just sneak the fingers underneath the sticky mat. And then draw the shoulders up to the ears. Grip the mat. And now pull the mat towards the wall. Like so your shoulders come down a little bit. And we just really have anchored the upper arms down, the chest down. Bend your knees. Tuck your chin. Feel your feet at the wall and start to peel your hips up. You go wherever you need. Maybe your hands just stay here, continuously pulling the mat. Or as you come up, maybe the hands come underneath your cheeks. You're going to walk your elbows together. You extend your legs. Okay, wherever you are, friend, I'm going to just take one leg away from the wall and reach it out. Maybe the leg at the wall bends and pushes, and then you can switch. So you might have the leg at the wall bent, and then you straighten it by pressing. Good. Okay, if you love that, do it one more time. And if you're like, Joe, I'm ready to go to like a semi-shoulder stand, then I'm going to take it there next. So you don't have to do this, but I keep the shoulders on the floor, the hips are in the hands, and then I take both legs away from the wall and just extend them out. But right, okay, don't hurt yourself. Okay, good. And just be wherever you are. Good. Okay, so wherever you are, I know some of you like to drop your feet over your head if you want to do that. Oh, my feet are hitting the bolster. And then the hands can come down to the floor. And we're going to go to this legs up the wall for a few moments when you come out. So whenever you're ready to come out, just rest with the legs up the wall for a few moments with the palms facing up. Just be here. All this legs lifted, this whole practice. You know, really notice how you feel today. You know, maybe like 2 hours. Okay. Take one more breath here. I'm assuming everyone's here. But if you're not, that's fine. And then from here, friends, we're going to go into Shavasana. And time goes so fast. Maybe you want to hug your knees in, whatever you want to do. If you'd like to just shift yourself and do legs up the wall for the next 5 or so minutes we have together, that's fine. Otherwise, make your way into Shavasana, however you like. And I'm going to use the bolster along the length of the spine. Good old heating pad. Such a nice yoga prop. Good. Okay. Oh, great. So I'm just taking the bolster along the length, head supported, and then I'm just going to extend the legs along the floor, a place they haven't really been this practice. So take your time to set yourself up so you feel very supported and comfortable and relaxed and happy to be where you are. Okay, as you settle, if you're like, oh, I really just need to twist myself, or I don't know, you feel into your body, and if you need to do something to release something, do that. Otherwise, you'll just take this opportunity to be this deep seed that has been planted deep into the earth. And just feeling all that energy around you. The energy even within you, just gently swirling. And to rest into all that you are and all that you are blossoming into. Continuously growing, evolving, changing. And before any of that can happen, We need time to rest, to gather, and to feel and simply be. Shavasana. Just noticing any places you can drop in more deeply. Just being with the flow of your breath. Opening your ears to the sounds you hear inside and outside of your space. And smiling. And staying in your restful place. We're beginning to patiently find your journey to come out of this and rest on your side and eventually make your way to seated. Just move slow. Okay, take a few moments once you get up here. Just feel into your energy. And as this is the full moon, just take this mudra of holding this full moon in front of you. So the hands are just facing each other as wide as your body. Just feeling into this container of your own moon center. And if you're holding this mudra and your hands want to start to kind of move with your breath, and just let all of that unfold. Now I can feel this palpable energy between my hands, and I'm just going to roll it now so that I have one hand on top of this imaginary full moon and one hand on the bottom. And in this way, I also just hold the container of this, of our beingness. We hold our own sacred container. Like so much water, we take in what is around us, and we also share what is within us. Let's feel that all of this is open and spacious. And with great patience and honoring for all that you are currently becoming, bow your chin. And maybe the hands start to come together as we move into Anjali Mudra. They might not want to touch today. You feel in. Once you're settled in your space, and inhale and lengthen tall, lift your chin. And exhale here. And I'm going to pause for a moment. If you'd like to turn on gallery view as we seal this, and I've been offering that the last few classes, just a nice way to remind yourself, it's not, there's a community of people here, and we're sharing this time and this space together, and we support and honor each other. Great. And then we'll take a full breath in, lift your chin, exhale here, and we'll offer this out in our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy, and may we be happy. And seal that with one Om. Inhale. Bow your chin, take a full breath in, breathe into your hands, hold it here like the little seed bud that you are that is blossoming forth. Feel all your great energy. Lift your chin, open your eyes, and just remind yourself of who you are. And we'll send that out. Yeah, so great love. Namaste, friends. And if you were looking for a standing up moving practice, which is really what I thought was going to happen today,
I did too.
then you never know. So I hope that worked for you. Woo! Anyway, all my love. Thank you so much, friends, for being here. Oh, I want to talk about the ball really quick. So yeah. Okay, I'll just keep recording. I was going to stop, but I did buy just a Guyam ball, and it's just called their bounce ball. I believe they sell these at Shoppers Drug Mart and at Superstore. I think, I could be wrong. I did order this one on Amazon, and it comes with like a little heart. Just put it away, but it has a little round thing that you can put the base in. So I know Anne has one. I don't know if anybody else has one, but I think it could be a really fun thing that maybe on Thursday nights we'll do a little ball yoga at some point. So I'll give maybe like a week or so and see. And we can also throw the wheel in. You don't have to buy a wheel at all, but if you have one, then you can play with that, and also makes a nice holder for your ball too. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that, and just find ways to make it fun, interesting, super supportive, and rest our shoulders and our wrists, which I always think about, friends, for you guys. So anyway, there we go. Okay.
Thanks, Joe.
Okay, guys.
Bye. Happy Sunday.
Thank you. You too. Happy Sunday.
Bye, baby girl. Bye, baby girl.
Bye, guys. Have a great rest of the day. Oh, bye. Bye, Lynn. We'll see you later.